Before the show, the question on game show, he dedicated for Steve Perry, who today for birthday. Steve Perry died at the age 82. We go northern and the culture and San Francisco with the make calendar today. Steve Perry in the culture, you go find the culture, you do episode. You will be in September. It says in November the 9th, 2018. Steve Perry, his birthday today. God bless you, rest in peace, Steve Perry, on basis of culture and several days. Enjoy my video.
Pick a card, play your hunch. If you're right, you'll win a bunch on Card Sharks. And here's the host of Card Sharks, Jim Perry.
Hello there. Thank you. Nice to have you here. Hi there. Welcome to Card Sharks. Thank you very much for coming down to join us. You're delightful. Thank you. That's a terrific opening poem. I like that poem, and our thanks go to Clara Strickland in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Thank you, Clara, for sending in that poem. We crowned a new champion as time ran out last time. We're going to bring him up here right now, and he's going to go for the big money with the money cards. Let's bring up our champion, Mike Roach. Hello, Mike. Good to see you.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Why don't you remind our friends about yourself?
Okay, I'm Mike Roach. I'm from Torrance. I've been living out there about 2 years. I'm an airline pilot. I'm single. And I jog, play tennis, and racquetball.
Ooh, said the girls, a single airline pilot. That's nice. Are you ready?
I am ready, yes.
And let's open the board and let's go for the big money. Let's get to the money cards. Come on, Mike. All right, Michael, you know how we do it. You won $200 in the game. Now that's yours to keep. We won't take that away from you. Right now we've got a brand new deck of cards all shuffled and cut. And we're going to give you new money to play with. This time you're going to bet that money. Starting on the bottom line, $200 in these three cards. When you move to the second level, we add another $200 of betting money and 3 more cards. Your minimum bets are $50 till you get to the top card, that big bet. And there you must bet at least half the money. Mike, we really want to give it to you, so come on. Here's $200.
Okay, I really want it to.
You really, that's
Yes.
good. That's the only way to
I'll take
feel.
all of it.
As in the game, we start you off with a choice of 2 base cards. Mike, first, a 5.
Hey,
Do you want
good.
that 5?
Yes, I'll take that 5. I'll bet 200, and I'll go higher.
Right away, the whole thing.
You bet.
$200. We're rooting for you.
That's right.
$200. Higher than a 5? Oh, no, it's a 2. Ooh, well, you're not out of it because we're going to move that 2 up. But, of course, that big bet, it cost you the play of these 2 cards. However, the 2 moves up here where we give you the other $200 of betting money. Mike, you've still got 4 cards to go. Now you've got a great card.
Good card to start with there. I'll go all of it higher.
If you had said less than 200 on the 2, I would have thought $200 higher than a 2. And it is with a 5. Okay. Mike, you've got $400 now with a 5.
Still in good shape. I'll bet 300 and higher.
A little more conservative on the
Yes.
5 this time. $300 higher than a 5. And it is with a queen.
All right.
$700 and a queen, Mike.
I'll bet. Not your money. I'll go $500. It's lower.
$500. Bet lower than a queen.
Yes.
All right.
All
Now you're up over that magic 4 figures. Mike, we're going to move that 9 up now. Now you must bet at least $600. You can bet more. You have $1,200 and a 9. What's your big bet?
Kind of an iffy card there. I'll bet $600. It's lower.
All right, going to go with a half. $600 lower than a 9. And it is with a 6. $1,800, Mike. That's not bad. Made a good comeback after busting. Come on down here. That's Started badly and came back strong.
I did. Very cool.
With the $200 in the game, that is an even $2,000 for that play on Card Sharks. Not bad at all.
Not bad at all. I'll go for more.
He's going to try when we meet a new challenger right after this commercial message. Ready to defend the title?
I am. Champion's ready.
Let's open up the board and get to the cards then. Janice and Ann will start loading in the cards with two brand new decks of cards as we meet our next challenger on Card Sharks. Robin Braceland. Hi, Robin. Nice to see you. That's a nice firm handshake for a lady.
Thank you.
Won't you tell us about yourself?
Well, my name is Robin Braceland, and I am a third-generation Californian. Been here forever, lived in Pasadena, and I've just moved to a new apartment in L.A.
Good. And I've
Out
got to
on my
furnish
own.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of tough,
I
huh?
have no couch.
Well, maybe you can win a couch here today.
Sure.
Good luck in the match, Robin. Good luck to both of you. Each player has a deck of 52 playing cards, shuffled and cut before we go in the air. Mike, the champion, plays the upper cards, the red cards. Robin, the challenger, the lower cards, the blue cards. But before you can begin to call high-low on the cards, you must win a high-low toss-up question. Mike, we start with a question to the champion, and that's you. We asked 100 married men. Since you've been married, have you fallen in love with a woman other than your wife? How many married men said yes, they had?
I'm single, but I'm still a male. It's got to be a high number. Happens to me all the time. Let's go 62.
62 married men have fallen in love with another woman since they've been married. Robin, higher or lower?
I don't think quite that many. I think it's a little lower.
Say lower. Well, if it is lower, you'll go to the board first, Robin. If not, it'll be Mike. The actual number of married men who have fallen in love with a woman other than their wife is 5. Very much lower. Robin, wow. See that? Robin, we'll take a look at your base card. You start with a 5. Now, you won the question. Whenever you do, you have the right to change
I'd like
it.
to change it, please.
Next card off the top of the deck, you must play this one. A 2. Great change.
Card's going to be higher.
Higher than a 2. Oh, no, it's another 2. It's not higher. That's a surprise. And that gives Mike a chance to play a 7. Now, you didn't win the question. You can't change it, Mike.
I'll go higher than that.
Higher than a 7. No, another 2. Neither player could advance. Ann will fill in the spaces. We go to the next question to you, Robin. We asked 100 married women. Remember the last question? Since you've been married, have you fallen in love with a man other than your husband? How many married women said they had?
I don't think married women look around quite so much, so I'm going to say it's kind of low. 35.
35. Okay, Mike, higher or lower?
Well, I don't agree with the reasoning. I think I learned from the last one, so I'm going to say lower.
You say lower than that. They don't look. It was 5 with the men, but you say the women don't look around as much, so you only said 35, huh?
Right.
Okay. The actual number of married women who've fallen in love with a man other than their husband is 18. It's lower. Wow. 18.
Let's go.
However, do you realize, though, that that's 3 times as many women have fallen in love with another? Can we finish this show quick? I got to get home. Mike, you have the right to change that.
I'll change that card, please.
And it becomes a queen.
All right, going lower now.
Lower than a queen? No, and again the cards fail him, and it's higher. Robin, that gives you a chance to play off the deuce.
I'll play the 2 and go higher.
Higher than a 2. Yes, this time we've got a card of 7.
I'm going to freeze.
We move over the freeze bar. We can't take that card away from you as we fill in the space for Mike. You've got a 1-card lead, Robin. Mike, we polled 100 women executives. Now, these are all women who are vice presidents of corporations. We asked them, did you start your career as a secretary? How many women executives did start their career as a secretary?
I would think the women that are in that position now probably did start off in that as a position as a secretary. I'll say 57.
57 started as secretaries, Robin.
I think it's higher.
Even more. The actual number of women executives who started their career as a secretary is 48. It's not higher. Mike, you got it.
Good card to start with, too. I'll go lower.
Going to keep the queen and go lower than the queen. And again. Mike, those cards don't like
They
you.
don't
You're
like me
winning the
today.
questions, but not the cards. Robin, you have to play the 7. Call this.
It's going to be higher.
Higher than a 7. No, it's lower. But you're protected with that freeze bar, so we don't go back any further than that. Robin, and this is interesting because as we fill in the spaces, Mike needs 4 cards, Robin needs 3. We're at sudden death. Someone has to win with this play of the cards. Robin, we asked 100 people in Southern California, if you had to give up one, would you rather give up the automobile or indoor plumbing? How many people said they would give up indoor plumbing?
Oh, well, I think that even as a modern convenience, it's also a modern necessity. I think maybe 15.
15 would rather give up indoor plumbing than the automobile, Mike.
Californians are attached to their cars, but it's got to be lower.
Even lower than that.
Yes.
The actual number of people who love the great outdoors and would rather give up indoor plumbing is 55, not lower, Robin. Wow. They'd rather travel those long trips than the short trips. Robin, it is sudden death. You need 3 cards. Mike, you need 4. Your decision. Robin, do you want to play it or pass it?
I'm going to pass it.
You're going to pass it. Mike, that means you've got to turn them all over to win the first game of the match. One mistake. Robin wins. You've got a queen. Call this.
I'm going to do it. That's going to be lower.
Lower than a queen. And this time you got past that first card with a 10.
Cards are talking to me now. It's going to be lower.
Lower than a 10. No! Again, they fail with a queen. And Robin wins the first game of the match and $100. Game number 1 in the Challenger will set up for game number 2 coming up right after this commercial message.